Hey there, Giant fans of fun. It's Thad the Theme Park Giant, and I was fortunate enough to visit Epic Universe for two different previews the last couple of weeks. Luckily, when I went yesterday, the media outage blockage has been lifted since media day was last week, so I was actually able to film some content while I was there. I was at the park for over 10 hours, so this is an extremely long vlog. I will just warn you of that ahead of time, but I wanted to capture as much as I could of this absolutely incredible park. Walked through all the different portals, day and night, since they were open till 10 p.m. So yeah, getting to see it at night for the first time, it was absolutely stunning. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm putting this super long vlog out first. Just putting everything out there from my full day so you can follow along. I'll put chapters in so you can skip to parts you want. And then as the days go on here, I'm going to break these into smaller chunks. So by each portal and things like that. And then I didn't really give a full review because it's already such a long vlog. So I'll be giving reviews of things, I think, within those smaller chunks. So know that ahead of time. This is just basically, let's go check out the park, all day long. Come along with me. We'll check it all out. So I share some opinions, but yeah, I'll share more opinions on the rides and things like that in other videos. But yeah, come along. We're going to have a giant day of fun at Epic Universe. I'll be quiet now, and let's get to the vlog. So I just parked here in the lot. You can see Stardust Racers, the Helios Resort, and some Isle of Berk here. It is a much different parking lot than the rest of the Universal Orlando resorts because it is a big open flat lot here, as opposed to the parking ramps with the walkways to City Walk through security. But just be advised, there are no trams, there are no moving walkways. It is a big open lot, and it is going to be hot during the summer, so just be prepared for that. I believe this area over here with the solar panels is the prime parking, and from what I understand, you're going to be able to charge your electric car under those as well. So that's a good idea. I know Legoland does something like that in their lot. I just like the shade. That would probably be worth it alone for the prime. As you would expect, there's a ton of handicap parking spots here as well. The valet is over there, across the way. It's not as marked as like the valet area at the other Universal parks. It's just kind of a flat lot here in the open. But there will be signs for it as you come in. But yeah, it's off to the left there. So this is actually my second trip to Epic Universe. I got invited to a preview a couple weeks ago by some friends. I was invited as Thad, not as Theme Park Giant. So I did agree that I could not speak about it on my channel. But now that the media day and all that stuff happened last week, my friends invited me back, and they told me this time I can film and do stuff and talk about it. So we're going to take advantage of that. So my last time I came, there's some things I can't share about it, but I got on basically every major attraction except for Monsters Unleashed and the Wizarding World Ministry of Magic. So I'm definitely hoping to hit those today, but did pretty much everything else. Skipped a couple rides I wasn't that interested in, but yeah, this park is absolutely incredible, and I cannot wait to bring you along for the day. I will say, I parked pretty close relatively in that parking lot, and it is a decent walk just to get to this main entrance walkway, so just be prepared for that. This is it's a very hilly park too. There's a lot of terrain, so just expect a lot of walking and a lot of elevation change. There's a lot of stairs in some of the places too, so you don't see that a lot in like American parks, so just be prepared for that. After you climb that little hill,
you are greeted with the front entrance here to Epic Universe. They do the security lines right before the actual like entrance, so that's why everyone's lined up here. They haven't opened them yet. But you can see the Chronos Tower. Last time I was here, it was not spinning, and it is much cooler with it working, and I'm really excited to see the park at night. Last time I was here, they closed at 7, but they are open late tonight, so we're going to get to see everything lit up, and everything I've seen looks incredible. And they do have a virtual queue system for the Harry Potter Battle at the Ministry ride. So we'll be walking through all that here today. So this is the entrance to the queue and the show building attraction for Frankenstein Monsters Unchained. Still warming it up here this morning, hoping it's going to open real soon, but you can kind of see some of the awesome lighting effects they do on the windows here. Really looking forward to seeing this at night. And really excited about my first ride on it. I do think the Darkmoor area is my favorite of the portals. I'm not as into the other IPs probably. I mean, I like Nintendo a lot, I grew up with it, but the Universal Monsters is just such a better IP for a theme park, and I feel like they just absolutely crushed this. The first time I walked in here, I said to my friends, it looks like an HHN house got turned inside out and got its entire land. Can't wait to ride. One great thing about Epic Universe, they have a lot of walk-around characters, kind of like Streetmosphere types in each area. Right now, the Invisible Man is out meeting and greeting people. I've seen Igor, the Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein. I think those are the only characters. There is this walk-around violin player over here you can kind of see, but really adds a lot to the park. Just heads up, today we do have Express, so I will be doing all the Express queues, so you may not see everything that you'll see in the standby. But I'm also not going to complain that I have Express.
He's not human anymore. Come closer, little labrats. Come close. I won't hurt you. Yet. I sense fear in your hearts. You're right to be afraid. Darkness lies ahead. Now is the time to abandon hope. I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree, you delightful freak. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment. Look closely. This is a catacombs navigation unit. All you little lab rats and your little lab rat friends get to ride one. Use it, Igor steers, nothing goes wrong. Yes? Don't look at that. This is just the emergency function. According to plan.
Igor, you're bothering our guests. Send them in. I'm ready for them.
Yes, Doctor. The Doctor will see you now. This is fun, yes?
Today, you chosen few will witness my greatest discovery yet. Together, we will finish what my great-grandfather started. They called Henry a monster. They were afraid of what he had done. But you will see, there's nothing to fear. Show them. Lower the lights quickly. Now. These people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. He is amazing, better than the original. He is the key to our most exciting experiment. For years, I have studied and controlled the monsters that prowl the darkness. And only one remains. I will control my ultimate challenge. Count Dracula. Calm yourself! That wasn't us.
Silence, creature, or I will destroy you and everything.
These two just don't get along. The Dracula experiment is the last piece of the puzzle. And with your help, the world will never see the name Frankenstein the same again. Open the doors! Our greatest victory is just through there.
Let's go all the way down to the furthest available locker station. Starting to go 6, going on to 5, 4, 3.
This is the entrance to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. On top of the portal, we have a giant hand and wand. For in dreams, we enter a world that is entirely our own. All right, let's walk through there. The Wizarding World is themed to the, magical creatures. So it's 1920s Paris. And I will say this is some of the most incredible scale I've ever seen in a theme park land. The buildings are massive, the attention to detail. If you've ever been to Paris, I mean, this is what it looks like. Just a little cleaner. Metro. Look at the size of these structures. Probably 4 stories or so. And looking back, kind of at the entrance there, you see the Metro signs. Just cool little details everywhere. Murals on the buildings. I mean, you can just see the size of these. There's no forced perspective like most theme parks. You know, these are true 3-4 story buildings. Over here is the cafe. You'll see some of that later because I did have a really good lunch with my friends. They're actually still eating. They told me to just go walk around because they're waiting on something. So I am. But I highly suggest that for a sit-down place. Probably some of the best quick service food I've ever had. And as you come in here, the tents, this is the Les Cirques Arcanus. It's the circus show that they do here. Live stage performance. bit of mix of like Broadway, magic, and just a ton of really cool special effects and animatronics. The pre-show has one of the best tricks I've ever seen on anything. I got to do it last time we were here. It's not opening till 3 today. I don't think we're gonna do it. And I wouldn't record any of it anyway, just because I don't think you want any of that spoiled. But make sure you check it out. And of course, we've got all the wand, just like the other Universal properties. You come stand here. Shows you how to do it. And things happen. I do not have a wand. I apologize. Of course, we have butterbeer over here. So many amazing details. And down on this end, where you get to the dead end, is the actual entrance to Harry Potter and the battle at the Ministry. It is not currently operating. Here's a look at the test seats. I'll do more on these later. I'll do a whole test seat video because I'm a big guy and I care about those things. We'll check out that queue later. Right now it's virtual queue only, and it's not opening until 3 o'clock. Sometimes they let you walk through the line, but it doesn't look like they're allowing. Oh no, they are letting people in the queue right now. Maybe I'll go check it out. This is another one of the wand effects here. This does some pretty cool stuff. Spray some water, little creatures pop out of the fountain. I saw this one last time we were over here. I mean, if you look, like standing here in this corner and looking out, I mean, this looks just like Paris if you've ever been there. Absolutely incredible. Looking back towards the entrance to the Wizarding World portal. Got the candy store over here. There's the circus show again, so you can kind of get your bearings. And then we've got this really cool area over here. Sacre Coeur up the stairs there. If you've ever been to Sacre Coeur, it looks exactly like the area around it, kind of the red light district here. This is the exit over here for the circus show. We'll step into the shops here, take a look at those as well. And then back here to the right is a bar. Last time I was over here, there were some walk-around characters, like Parisians out meeting and greeting people. Oh, there's one. This guy over here is talking to somebody. Yeah, they're just like they're normal, everyday citizens walking around. Like I said earlier, I do love that they've gone and added all that, all those street atmosphere type actors. Behind these gates, there are a lot of rumors of expansion, possibly a restaurant, but nothing confirmed yet. then back here we have another little kind of hidden area. A lot of little nooks and crannies, just like the other Potter areas. And there's still work being done in the park, so it is a technical preview, so you'll see people working on things. Just over a month until the park actually opens.
It's the wrong one. Oh, see, this is what a student told me earlier. It's my fault. You have to come down back and tell me the correct spell. What's the correct spell, Darren?
It's pretty fun.
Alberto.
Oh, that makes way more sense. What is the motion for the spell?
So they're
Yes.
actually interacting
Don't ask me. I've just been hanging around
with this
here for
portrait.
years.
We got it.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Yes!
That was a pretty funny interaction.
We are eating some lunch here at the Harry Potter, what is this? Café L'Air de la Sirene. That's good French.
It sounded like you doing like Spanish in your Texas
accent.
Say it properly.
But this beef bourguignon, I can never say that word right, is fantastic for a quick service place. I'm just going to show other food at the table. This is like a tomato dish. Looks really good. We got some chicken and some French onion soup over here. And of course, we got some beer. But really fair pricing, and for quick service, this is amazing. I'm super happy.
The Café L'Air de la Sirene is a quick service restaurant here in the Wizarding World, Harry Potter. We actually had lunch here and it was fantastic. Not the kind of food I would expect at a quick service place at a theme park. And then on top of that, the theming here is exquisite. Definitely does not look like a quick service restaurant. This is one of the restaurants here in the Wizarding World area, and I've heard it's really cool, so I'm going to walk in here and just take a look. So you'll notice here at Epcot, a lot of the restaurants will have like a bar area when you first walk in. So you're supposed to go get your drink, and then basically they want you to mobile order. And then the quick service, they all have these table numbers. So you'll order there, you get your drink, you come sit down, you order your food, and they'll bring it right out to you. It's fairly streamlined. The staircase to nowhere here. Wine bottles everywhere. This is the wand store.
It's nice. So these are the ones that click.
So here's a Ron Weasley one. Excuse me. No price on them. But you can basically get any character you want from the looks of it. I know I said there's no forced perspective here, but obviously there's some, because that's not the same size as Sacre Coeur, but still for a theme park, the scale is impressive. Kind of showed this earlier, but this is the exit area for the Cirque show. You can see over here they've got a lot of the queue set up for it as well. Need a lot of room. It's a decent sized theater. Definitely check out the show. Wouldn't be a Wizarding World without some sort of candy show. First, they have things like chocolate frogs, butterbeer flavored things, 3 for $35 chocolate frogs, and just a wall of other offerings in here. A box taffy. Lots of options for your sweet tooth. Oh no, we got some actual handmade stuff up here. Of course, they have macarons. And another one of the walk-around characters here. So I don't know her name, but she actually owns the wand store here in Paris. She's essentially Ollivander from the other parks. She does not believe that the wand chooses the wizard. She feels it's the other way around.
Yes.
Just another walk-around character you can meet.
Oh, do they? Okay.
It's like whack-a-mole. Oh. Can't see with the glare very well. My friend John's going to show us how to do the wand here. Whoa!
That's so good.
My friend John is doing all the wands for us. Oh. The guy peeked his head out there. So here is the smallest animatronic. So look, he just picks locks all day. And then you can see, like, so that's just for scale, how tiny he is. Oh, that's so cool. we're gonna take a walk through the queue here. Check it all out. So here is the front entrance for the Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. One thing to note, guests under 40 inches may not ride. If you're between 40 and 48, you have to be with a supervising companion. If you're over 48, you can ride by yourself. And then I would take a look at every single one of these warnings because I think this might be pretty intense for some people just with the screens and the motion. So, yeah. So over here to the right of the ride entrance, they actually do have a test seat for you. You can see they're very wide. So I rode this earlier. I'm gonna flip this around quick. It's very much like Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios. So pull the belt as far out as it'll go. I like to latch it before I even sit down, typically. It makes it a lot easier. It's one of those little fat guy tips. And then you can see plenty of room. I had a ton of leg room on it. This should not be a real issue for a lot of people, but just try the test seat out. It's here, but I think it's very accommodating. After you take the flu system, you end up here inside of the Ministry, and this is, without a doubt, the most incredible queue I have ever been in. After you take the flu system, you end up here inside of the Ministry of Magic. Got all these offices. This huge gold statue. I mean, everything is just massive at this park.
As a reminder, the deadline for all ludicrous patent applications this quarter closes at end of business today. Please submit all applications to the Ludicrous Patents Office on level 7.
And it is time to ride.
Mine's in the station.
Yes, they were long bottom as well. Did you know that Harry Potter, Ron Weasley, and Neville Longbottom are to become? Every generation must endure their own hardships to learn for themselves as truly important. You are talking about one of my friends, Sister. But likely.
All right, we are heading to the boarding area. I'd seen all the queue except for this part, so this is very exciting. When I came for the last preview, we got to walk through the queue. You didn't actually get to see the door elf today because it's having issues, so we didn't go through that room. But that's what you get with the tech rehearsals. If you haven't seen, the ride vehicles are very similar to Tower of Terror over at Hollywood Studios. Got a seatbelt. You can bring bags on this ride. There are no lockers, so just know that. There are actually quite a few rides here at Epic that allow your bags to come with you. I will make sure I point that out. Oh boy.
Did we go back out?
I don't know. So there is one of the trains, as you can see. And I'm going to put this camera away now. We'll see you later. And you are deposited back into the ministry after riding. Got a lot to say about that ride, but we'll save that all for later. And you leave using the flu system as well. And surprise, surprise, there is a gift shop. the place to get all your Ministry of Magic, Harry Potter merch. And now we're back on the streets of Paris. Making our way out of the Wizarding World. Gonna go check out some other parts of the park. The fountains here in Celestial Park are basically like the Bellagio in Vegas. They do a whole, I think they have 17 different shows programmed with music and lights and everything. It actually just finished one up. We came down here to sit down here and check it out because last time we were here, this area wasn't opened up. You couldn't come down here, but this is beautiful. We got Dark Universe across the way there. Of course, the Helios Resort. You can see pretty much everywhere in the park. I wasn't super blown away by Helios looking at it online, but it is stunning once you get in here. This area is awesome. Next portal we're going to visit is the Isle of Berk from How to Train Your Dragon. We, my friends, have dragons, says the portal. This is the area that probably surprised me the most the last time I came. I did not expect it to be this awesome or this big. I had just watched the movies for the first time, so I probably connected pretty well, but let's take a look at the Isle of Berk. Berk, the best kept secret this side of, well, anywhere. It's kind of hard to read. I'm sure you've all seen the videos of the Toothless meet and greet. Let me tell you, it is probably the most adorable thing I've ever seen in my life. We got to meet him last time I was here. We're probably not going to wait today for it, but it is the coolest meet and greet ever. It's like a real dragon. And then here comes Hiccup's coaster. I love this entrance to Isle of Berk. And all the Viking ships everywhere. Check out all the details here. There's dragons everywhere. The Isle of Berk has a children's playground over here. As you would expect here, it's one of the biggest I've ever seen. Everything here in Isle of Berk is built huge because, hey, they're Vikings. Everything should be huge, right? Gotta love all this theming over here. I love all the little dragon houses. You can see their heads poking out. goes Hiccup's Wing Glider. Of course, we have the sheep. Sheep are very popular in the How to Train Your Dragon movie franchise. This area is mind-blowing. And you can see Stardust Racers from over here. I mean, you can see that from pretty much anywhere in the park. Right now, only one side is running, so it's not dueling. But it is an amazing coaster, both sides. Oh, the other side's running now. This flat ride is the Dragon Racers Rally. It's a Gerstlauer. A lot of parks have these now. You control your own little, I guess, seat, but you can rock left and right, so you can actually do inversions. There's a very famous person at the Mall of America, a woman that goes viral because she can make her spin like 90 times. It's crazy. Clearly, we do not have any experts on this one. And this is Mead Hall, one of the restaurants here in Isle of Berk. This is where you find like the meatballs, some other things, and then like the bread bowl stuff is like around the corner here. But pretty well themed outside of a restaurant, I would say. There are all these little hidden dragons all over this area. This thing's huge. Oh.
Hello, little one. How are you? What is that? What did you bring me? Have you named yourself? No. Well, how do you summon it? How do you bring the dragon over?
And his dragon back here.
And the park's water ride, Fire Drill, is actually open today. It has not been open very often during the technical previews, so my friends went to ride it. I don't want to get wet. Here is Fire Drill. It's a mock splash battle. You've probably seen these at other parks if you've traveled around a little bit. Typically you battle each other, so you're like, they have where the boats go past each other and you can shoot at each other and that's how you get wet. But this ride has targets that you shoot and it'll set off like water explosions and things like that. So you basically get to control how wet you want to get, from what I understand. I wanted to get zero amount of wet, so I chose to ride it from the bridge here. the left side of this big building, it's the like merch trader store, and then on the right, it's how to treat your dragon, kind of like a candy shop. We'll do a quick walk through there. And a little toothless popcorn bucket. And a lot of toys in here, like this flaming sword. Got your Hiccup. Got your character plushies, Viking hats, shields. And then just a lot more merch. The sheep are pretty cool. We got a lot of Berk merch. You'll find that this land just kind of keeps going and going. You come around a corner and it's like, oh, there's more. So you get the Spitfire Grill, which is a quick service. This is where all the bowls are that you've probably been seeing. They've been going around on social media. And then back here, got a few things. You've got the show, the Untrainable Dragon, and then you also have the Toothless meet and greet, but then you get little surprises like this guy. So many little details everywhere in this park. I just love when you just notice something like this dragon here. Over here is the Toothless meet and greet. I will try to get a good shot of him for you here. More of the splash battle over here. I actually get a decent view. Oh yeah, see, they set that off by hitting these targets. Yeah, you can see the targets there. You hit those and things happen. And I'm guessing you can get pretty wet. Barely see Toothless in there. This group's getting to say hi to him. Pet him. It's so lifelike. The way he sniffs you, his eyes kind of roll back. And he's got Hiccup with him. It's amazing carving of when Toothless and Hiccup first meet. And then over here in the back corner, we've got the Untrainable Dragon. We're going to catch that show here in about a half hour. I've heard it's incredible. And I believe that'll be the last thing that I will have done at the park. Because I didn't do Fire Drill by choice, and I didn't do the Gerstlauer like flying ride just because I've been on those before, but I have done everything else now.
There's a lot of hesitancy in the voice. I'm gonna go look in the positive side of things.
And here is the entrance to the Untrainable Dragon Theater. Just showing what the theater actually looks like in here. I am not going to video, but it is a stunning theater. And it smells like HHN. And here we have Stardust Racers. To me, this is like the icon of the park. You see it from everywhere. It's a dueling roller coaster with 2 launches on each of the tracks. You see this giant comet here coming out of the station. So the theming to the ride is that they've figured out how to be able to time travel by harnessing comets. They catch them and then the trains can ride them basically. So you see a lot of comets around the area. And then one cool little Easter egg on these amazing trains they have. There is a flux capacitor on the back of them, a working flux capacitor. And then the lighting package on these trains looks incredible. I cannot wait to see it once the sun goes down, because even during the day when you're in the station, it looks incredible. I do prefer the green side, which I think is Photon, a little more. It's just a little more intense, not that much, but it was noticeable. But I would describe Stardust Racers, well, I actually had a friend that said this, and I kind of agree, that if you took Velocicoaster and Mako, so Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure, and then Mako at SeaWorld Orlando, and combine them into one ride, this would be what would come out, because you have the launches, it's fairly intense, but the air time on this is crazy. It's just over and over, every hill, ejector air. Yeah, if you like roller coasters, you are gonna love this thing. Unfortunately, it's not running super efficiently at the moment, so we're not getting much footage, but hey, I'm not complaining. It's a tech preview.
No, you don't know. I want to come and down. So, is it good?
That's what I'm saying. Tim, can you work on that for opening day? Just the water on that.
From this angle, you get a lot better look at that comet flying through the station. A little more of the theming. I love all this terrain that they put in. They built these trenches with the rock work. This all lights up at night. As the train goes through, it'll change colors. Timed really well as the train flies by. Cannot wait to see it in person. If you're a coaster lover, you are going to absolutely love Stardust Racers. It's not always easy to get footage of this ride because the track's actually kind of tucked back here behind the trees, but you can see here, this is after the initial launch. You come up into this top hat here, both sides do it. You kind of go out a little bit, you do that airtime hill, but then you twist back, and that's the part you've seen where it comes back towards the station and out in front, and then you go back around the station again. It'll do another launch, and that's where you get that super cool interaction where the trains basically do inversions over the top of each other while they're going. And it is wild when it happens. Like, it's just, there's not many rides I can think of with an experience quite like that. Admittedly, the ride looks slow when you're watching it, you know, from an off-ride area, but believe me, it is plenty intense. Nothing slow about it. So it is a 48-inch height requirement on this, which is nice because usually the bigger rides, like Universal or B&M or Intamin, and they're a little higher height requirements. So with the mock seat, it's nice that you can do 48 inches. A lot more people. So right before you get in the line here, there is a test seat off to the side here. You can see it's got like the molded seat. It might be, I don't know, mock I always thought was a little more forgiving than some of the other companies. And one nice thing, so usually the back row of every train has a little bigger seat, but Universal got every seat on the train to be the modified version. So a lot more people should be able to ride. Typically, I go by the 52-inch around in your diameter of chest or stomach for most rides like this, and I would say that's pretty standard as well. I do think mock, if you have a little bigger hips, butt, thighs, might be an issue, but this is actually a pretty solid like thigh area. All right, I'll show you how we get in here. So once you get in here, as always, there is the green and red light indicator. So you see that I do fit here. I think they're pretty roomy. One piece of advice, people I know use this. I used to use this for mocks, but when you get in, if you kind of lift up and then pull it while you do it, you'll get a little more force, and it kind of gets under your gut. So when you do that, it should be pretty easy. You'll get that green light, should be good to go. All right. One other note about the seats for Stardust Racers. I have it on fairly good authority that Universal is working on an even bigger modified seat than that one. I think it's going to be like the middle of the train, like row 5 and 6 should have like 2 rows of that seating. I do not know when that's going to be finished. I have not heard that it will be ready for like opening day or anything. So know that if you don't fit right now, there's still a chance that in the future there'll be a bigger seat. So don't lose hope. Yeah. But I will say, I think Universal's done a really good job with this park of trying to be more accommodating to larger guests, because my main complaint with Universal for many years was that if you are a big person, and not even that big in my opinion, you will not get on a lot of the rides at Islands of Adventure or at Universal Studios Orlando if they're more thrilling. You know, that's been one of the big gripes with the Harry Potter rides. Not everyone can ride them, but Universal came into this park with the intent that more people were going to get to ride things, and thumbs up on that. Crown Jewel Resort of Epic, the Grand Helios. I love how they use all these fountains and waterways throughout the park. Gives it that kinetic energy that I think you need at a theme park. We're at the portal for Dark Universe. This is the Universal Classic Monsters land. Has the Frankenstein Monsters Unleashed ride, which, after riding it this morning, I think is the best ride here at the park. I'm not counting Stardust Racers, because comparing a roller coaster like that to a themed ride just doesn't seem fair, but Monsters Unleashed is the crown jewel of the park, in my opinion. It does absolutely incredible things with practical sets, animatronics, and very little use of screens, but they're done very well when they do it. But enough about that. We're in Darkmoor now. I also think this is my favorite of all the themed areas. Oh, we got Igor over here. He's out meeting and greeting now. Saw the Invisible Man this morning. Yes, the village of Darkmoor. Looking forward to this at night. Monster makeup experience is back there in the corner. You'll see people walking around with that done. Got a shop here. Spooky theming. Cannot wait for the sun to go down. I know that guy. Oh, okay. So here is Das Steakhouse. I actually ate here last time. Food was pretty good. It's quick service. So their quick service here, you sit down at a table and order. I think I explained that earlier. But Das Steakhouse was good. I had a pork belly and like mashed potatoes and vegetables. It was really good. Like better than what I would expect for a quick service place, but I did prefer the Harry Potter place we ate at today. Now, here we are at Frankenstein's Castle. The lighting effects look so cool even in the daytime. The lighting effects throughout the queue are incredible. They have just absolutely nailed the theming of this entire portal. Oh, we got the fog pouring in here.
You ever lose me in Epic Universe? No, another experiment from the good doctor.
We have the actual ride entrance over here. You got the standby line to the left, and then express or single riders to the right. I did the express line earlier, and you actually do see most of the queue. You don't see all of it, just a heads up. There were some parts I did not get to see. And the Monsters Unchained ride safety sign. Biggest thing here, 48-inch height requirement. And we'll take a look at the seats here in a second. They do have a test seat for it. If you did not know, this is a very similar ride to Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey at Islands of Adventure, where you sit on the magical benches, fly around. They're attached to the robot Kuka arm. No different here, but like I've said, Epic is trying to make things a little more accommodating for people. So if you sit in the middle, 2 seats, they're bigger. If you sit on the outside, they're the more standard size. Now, in the past, when I was unable to ride Harry Potter, I was over that 52-inch diameter I always talk about, but I'm not quite sure the exact specifications on this one, but I do go by that 52-inch. So here, I do have the green light. I mean, so like it's not even on me really. It's hard to see, but like that's not even pressed on me, and I have plenty of room here. Got the green light. I'll take a look at like the normal seating just to show that too. But, ow. There you go, I smacked my head. And as you can see over here, got the green light. So if I go, so that is on the standard seating. You can still see I have plenty of room here. I'm 48 inches around, so I don't know. I think 52 you'll be all right, especially in the modified seating. These are pretty forgiving. And this roller coaster track you're seeing, this is the Curse of the Werewolf roller coaster. It is a launched, spinning, mock roller coaster. It does kind of a fake double launch. And then you go into this shed here, you can kind of see it. And that's where the werewolves are. But I won't say much more about that part. I don't want to spoil anything. Here is the entrance to Curse of the Werewolf. It's like a pack of mystics have moved in on the village. So you see the wagons and things. There's tents everywhere. The ride is currently in a delay, having issues.
Attention, we've come upon a minor setback. The Curse of the Werewolf is experiencing a brief delay.
So the test seat for Curse of the Werewolf is over here just to the left of the entrance. Right now it's blocked off. I think there's another one closer to the ride, but since it's not open right now, I can't really show it. But I will tell you, as a taller guy, I struggled with this one. So I'm 6'5". The problem is the trains basically are only to here. So if you have long legs, you're probably going to hit that. If you can cross your legs, that'll really help. I could not do that because my feet are too big, so I couldn't cross them. But just a warning, if you have long legs, this one can be kind of rough. And then we do have the ride safety sign for Curse of the Werewolf. If you're 40 inches, you can ride with a supervising companion. But if you're under 40, if you're under 48 but above 40, you have to ride with a supervising companion. If you're over 48, you're fine to ride alone. So they have a few of those rides, but a lot of really low height requirements, which is awesome. Since Werewolf is having issues, not going to get to see it run. Well, you can hear all sorts of shenanigans going on inside of that shed right now. Oh, it's about to start. So as it comes to the shack, you'll see it doesn't quite make it up the hill, and you go back into the shed. It goes back out the other side, and then you get launched up and over this hill we're standing by. There it goes. So the spinning on this is not controlled. So if you are like off balance with the weight, how you do your seating with your party, you could spin like crazy on this thing, or not spin at all. One of the park's icons is the Burning Blade Tavern. It's recreating the end scene of the Frankenstein movie, where they trap him in there and burn him down. Unfortunately, the fire effect is not working today, so typically these blades are spinning and they'll actually start on fire. It's like every 15 minutes or something. But I have not seen it work today. I was really hoping to see it tonight, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. But I've seen this before the last time I was here, and it is one of the coolest effects. And even during the day, it looks fantastic. So at night, I know it's going to look incredible. The Burning Blade is a tavern. So they do have drinks, they've got some food options, and it's actually a really cool theme in there. We're going to walk in and check it out, because if you're into the monsters at all, you will love it. Thank you. It's actually a lot less busy than last time I was in here. Main reason I wanted to come in, just to show you the wall here behind the bar. This is like a monster hunter club, so they've got their trophies mounted up on the wall. Got a wolf man, creature from the Black Lagoon, some other really weird stuff, but very cool theming. They got garlic up everywhere. Yeah, definitely check this place out. I think it's going to be one of the more popular places to have a drink at the park. So if you're ever in Darkmoor and you start to hear the music swell, that's your hint that the blades are going to start on fire. Because it's supposed to signify basically like the monsters are loose and now the villagers are running over here to set the windmill on fire. Or at least that's how it's been explained to me by people in the know. I love the trees that they grew, because I believe they purposely grew them to be like super curved and things like that. They grew them for years in anticipation, and they look awesome. Let's take a look at the merch shop here in Dark Universe. I didn't come in this shop a couple weeks ago when I was here. Some pretty good stuff. That's a cool shirt. And they got a Wolfie plushie. Wolfman. Oh yeah, they got all of them. There's the Wolfman hoodie. I like the scratch with the hair coming out. And of course, if you wanted to dress up as the creature, they've got all that for you. Or the bride. Got a nice little coffin here.
Yeah, it's that one.
Lots of monster merch, if that's what you're looking for. So you can hear the bells ringing. That's always the start of the process for the windmill starting on fire. So you hear the bells, then the music will swell. It'll basically move its way across Darkmoor towards the windmill. So if you kind of follow it, you will get to see, if it's working, the windmill start on fire. Love this graveyard right as you come in. Darkmoor is without a doubt my favorite of the portals. In terms of IPs here at the park, I'm not really a big Harry Potter guy. I enjoyed the How to Train Your Dragons movies when I just watched them recently, but I'm not like a huge fan. I do love Nintendo. I grew up a Nintendo fan, but like this is the IP I was looking most forward to. I love that they're giving the Universal classic monsters some love, because Universal doesn't exist without the classic monsters. And not only did they give them a land that is absolutely incredible, they got the ride that the monsters deserve. Because, well, I'll have more review on that later. Here in Celestial Park, one of the restaurants, they have a barbecue brew house called the Oak and Star Tavern. I've heard very good things about the barbecue here, and I'm a very picky barbecue guy, and what I've seen, the pictures and videos of it, looks really good. So I've eaten at 3 places so far on my 2 trips. I might try and eat here later tonight, just to see how hungry I am. But I've heard very good things. You know, I said Darkmoor is my favorite for portals, I guess, but it's really hard to top Celestial Park. It's stunning. I mean, here's the carousel building. Oh, we're gonna catch the carousel actually in progress. If you have not seen this attraction, I don't know how to explain it to you. You can really only ride it or see it, because it is unique. So there you go, that's the Constellation Carousel. I still don't know what it is, and I've been on it and watched it. But they have several different ride packages or programs, so there's different songs, it does different things, the lighting package is different inside of it. So that is something really cool. I'm gonna definitely go check it out here at night again when it's all lit up, because from what I've seen, it looks spectacular. We got the Nintendo merch shop here. DK on one side, Bowser on the other. Got some stained glass windows, Mario, DK, and Diddy up there. And then this is cool when you come in here. Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Ganon, Zelda, Link, Yoshi. And Toad. Very cool. Themed to Peach's Castle from Mario 64. And then they got like the Triforce here on the ground from Zelda. Yeah, if you're a Nintendo geek, oh boy, you're gonna love this. I love the Japanese merch. Just wish the shirts weren't black, although I'm wearing a black shirt today. And I will say, it's 85 degrees and it's hot. This park is gonna be really hot for a few years because there's not much shade right now. Ah, I love these. Just a ton and ton of Nintendo merch. I kind of like this. Old school. Love that old school Bowser. Alright, let's go see the actual land, huh? Instead of just merch. I do like this. I could probably spend a lot of money in here. 30 bucks. These are cute too. Player 1, Player 2. Nice little play on like the Thing 1 and Thing 2 shirts at Island of Adventure. I love that though. Oh. I freaking love this fountain. When I was here a couple weeks ago, this was like one of the things I really wanted to get like a video of. Its coins look so awesome. Like right out of the video game, the way they spin. And the final portal that we're gonna go to, Super Nintendo Land. Yes, my childhood, right here. Ready to go down a warp pipe? Or up a warp pipe?
Y no tuvo nada de todo.
Right as you come out of the warp pipe, you're transported right into Peach's Castle from Mario 64. I remember in 1996, my freshman year of college, my friend brought home a Nintendo 64 the day it came out, and he put Mario 64 in, and our minds were all completely blown. And this looks exactly like Peach's Castle. The old gamer in me, this hits me right in the feels. This is awesome. And get ready for over simulation. the time I have spent the least amount in so far. I still don't even have the bracelet, so you can do the power-up stuff. Man, there's so much going on in here. Piranha plant. I love these Koopas walking around. All the POWs. So if you look, it's like a little game. She's over there hitting the POW to make it do things. And if you do it right, you get the points on your bracelet. There's a ton of these interactive little games and just bonus things. Yoshi running around up there. Oh, there's the Mario. The original Super Mario Brothers Complete a Level theme song. Yeah, this is just pure nostalgia right here. And they've got so much going on in this area. I still need to do the Yoshi ride, which doesn't really get rave reviews. It's essentially a people mover. God, I love that piranha plant. And we've got Bowser's Castle here, a very famous level from Mario Kart. I had not been out to the Hollywood park yet to do Mario, so I was kind of surprised by it. I always avoid spoilers on rides. I thought it was more like screens and things like that, but there's actually a lot more practical sets and animatronics on the actual ride, and I liked it. Yeah. Did not get to wait in the queue last time I did it, so I did not get to see how cool that was, because I've seen the videos on that and pictures, and it looks really cool. And here's Mario Motors, which is the gift shop you exit into after the Mario Kart ride. Be surprised to know it's a lot of Mario and Mario Kart related merch. I really like that Bowser hoodie over there, but I don't have a need for a hoodie for the next 6 months, so it's hard to buy one right now. And here's the Yoshi ride. I am actually surprised how many stairs this area has. It's a lot of stairs. So for people with accessibility issues, there are a lot of elevators, but it's kind of annoying. So just prepared for that. This land is by far the worst with the stairs. So yeah, just ask a team member for help. That's what they're here for. There's a lot of cool photo ops for people in this area. And we've got the Toadstool Cafe. If you know, the Japan and Hollywood parks both have this as well. So nothing unique for Orlando. But we do have something that's definitely unique to the American Universal Parks. We've got Donkey Kong Country. They've got him buried way back here in the corner. The One-Up Factory, it's a big shop. Yoshi Snack Island. Nice little play on the Yoshi Island game series. Here we are. Donkey Kong Country. Kind of its own portal, kind of not. But this area I think looks really cool. I prefer this to the Super Nintendo Land. It's not quite as crazy. I think the theming's better. And I just love all the water and waterfalls and things. Like I always say, you know, kinetic energy in a park always helps. I've played a lot of Donkey Kong games in my life, but I've actually never played the Donkey Kong Country games. So the whole minecart level, like I knew about it just because, but yeah, I don't know the lore of the Donkey Kong Country games. And if you're not aware, this roller coaster definitely does some different things that have never been done before. The ride, the car you sit in actually rides above another track with another car that you're attached to. And that's the one actually going along like the roller coaster. And you are actually basically floating above it. But what that does, it allows to do these visual gags of like the car jumping the track, or like up here at the top, like these barrels always shoot you out in the games, but like you get shot out of the barrel at the top of this lift hill over here. I'll try and get a better angle of that. But yeah, I think this area is awesome. Love that waterfall, love the like Donkey Kong pyramid or whatever structure this is. And then there's this ending splashdown over here. We'll go get a better look. Over here to the right of the entrance, they do have a test seat. This ride is actually really, really roomy and comfortable. So I don't think too many people are going to have to worry about it. So just to show you here, that's where it goes green. I'm not even like touching my thighs or my belly or anything. Plenty of room, plenty of leg room. I think most people should have no issues with this at all. So for Minecart Madness, like a lot of the other rides here, it's the, if you're 40 inches but not 48, you can ride with a supervising companion. If you're over 48, you can ride. So there you go. I do think this ride's fairly bumpy. Like, it's not as rough as a lot of people told me it was, but like, I mean, just the way the train is created, it's going to be an awkward ride, but I don't think it's that rough or anything. So, and it's a fairly tame ride, so don't worry about it. Hop on. Trying to get a shot of the minecart getting shot out of the barrel at the top of the first lift hill, but the ride hasn't launched any trains for a minute or two here. So there you can kind of see when he gets shot out of the barrel. That trick doesn't look as cool as the other ones, I'll be honest. And it feels really weird when you're on it. But I will say, I think the effect works. It's a really cool idea. And honestly, they pulled it off, because who would have ever thought to build a roller coaster that rides on top of another roller coaster? And it actually works. This is the exit to the Donkey Kong Country area. Like I said, I do like the theming in here more than the actual Super Nintendo land. And we're heading back into Super Nintendo land. I'm a big fan of that swamp up there. And these piranha plants all over. Very cool. Even the garbage cans are themed to Mario. And now we're back out to Celestial Park. You see, it's almost sunset. Gonna get to see the park lit up at night. So this is the hill. There's basically a hill on each side of the water, and the Atlantic restaurant here, which is, I think, kind of their signature restaurant for the park. But we're walking up the right side here, so like Super Nintendo Land's just behind me. Making our way to the front entrance because I want to check out more of Celestial Park for you guys before the sun goes down. Because I also want to walk around the park after the sun goes down. This is the Atlantic restaurant. Has a all glass floor to ceiling wall on the other side that faces out towards the park across the water. We ate there last time. Our table was right on the water and it was absolutely fantastic. The food was really good. The view was even better. I love this front entrance area here. There's just, I mean, there's not many, I can't think of a park in the US that looks like this. And we've got, of course, here at the main entrance to the park, this is actually the park icon, the Chronos Tower. Looking forward to seeing it lit up. I've heard it's very cool. I just want to get a view of Celestial Park from up here. The Grand Helios in the distance. This feels like Central Park to me in New York. Like, it does not feel like a theme park. You have this amazing statue and these waterfalls. All these different pools of water are actually completely separate. like if you follow them, they don't end up where you think they're going to. Like I thought they all drained into the main water down there by the Atlantic, but they do not. But this, I love the landscaping they did. They've got all these little creeks. They've got flower beds planted throughout. Just a stunning park. Sun is going down quick now. So we're starting to lose light, which means the lights are starting to come on here in the park. This is what I've been waiting for. Yes, the rides are amazing, but this park to me is all about how absolutely stunning it is. More of this amazing front entrance area with the fountains, the Atlantic, the Constellation Carousel over there, and the Grand Helios in the distance. And the sun has finally gone all the way down. Get to see the park in all of its glory here at night. God, those trains are awesome. I just did a night ride on Stardust. That thing is quickly moving up my list. We're gonna have to think about it. But let's check out Celestial Park at night. I think the long-term plans here are to make Celestial more like a city walk area for guests. So this would be open later and not be part of your like park admission, which I think is really, really awesome. And you could pay extra to do like the carousel, or you can pay extra to do Stardust Racers. It's the rumor I have heard. So if that comes to fruition, I feel like a lot of Orlando locals will be hanging out at Celestial Park. My friends are over by the Helios, so we're going over there to meet them, and we're going to check it out at night. Look at this view. Dark Universe over on the right. You can see the portal. Super Nintendo Land way off in the distance there. Constellation Carousel building looks amazing. This is absolutely stunning. There's no other word. Grand Helios has the the rooftop bar that's going to be opening soon. I think they're taking reservations now. And then I was also just noticing this awesome light up little walkway here. And it's finally time to see Darkmoor at night. Portal looks even cooler now. Now it definitely feels like HHN now with the sun going down. Igor's out again. There's the castle at night. Got the fog rolling in. Werewolves really there's no lights for that ride. That's actually pretty cool to be that pitch black. I can't even see it. This area is so freaking cool. Oh, I wish the windmill was working today. Not complaining though. Looks so cool.
Yep.
Last little hill before you go back to the station. You go right over us. Maybe. There it goes.
Hey, yeah.
Curse of the Werewolf. Ride entrance here. Pretty cool sign. Darkmoor got real busy tonight, especially compared to the crowds earlier this morning. So we came and rode it right away. It had a bit of a delay, but we were literally the first people in the express line when it opened. So we were on like one of the first cars of the day. We were very, very lucky. And then it broke down for a few hours, but it's up and running again. I kind of want to get one more ride on it because, like I said, I'll do more reviews later, but I do think Monsters Unchained is the best attraction at this park. Let's go see Nintendo Land at night.
You and your friends are in, none of us. But I don't.
Portal to Super Nintendo Land. All lit up.
That way for them to walk back this way. Yes, we're going that way.
Not going to take you through the pipe the whole way this time. I was just thinking, if you were a team member and you worked in this area, how exhausted you'd be at the end of the day with all this going on around you all the time. See what Donkey Kong Country looks like at night. The mine carts have headlights? What? Huh. Some are working, some don't seem to be. Yeah, there we go. Was not expecting to see working headlights. This must be where the meet and greet is going to be for Kong, if I had to guess. I'm not sure if they're doing that yet or not. I have not seen him out when I've been here. they got the rhino to come out by banging on the bongos. A lot of interactive stuff. Definitely loving Donkey Kong Country at night. A much better overall land than Super Nintendo Land, in my opinion. At least for theming. So we got about 45 minutes before the park closes. I have lost my friends, so I'm just kind of wandering around enjoying the park right now. My plan, I'd like to get over to Isle of Berk, see it at night. Hopefully I can get back over to Darkmoor in time to do one more ride on Monsters, and then hopefully walk around Celestial Park a little bit after that. Let's check out the carousel quick while we're over here. And the lights just completely changed. The fountains in the water, the Atlantic restaurant in the background, the tower at the top of the hill there. Oh, it looks so cool at night. Okay, admittedly, I was a little disappointed with the tower, but at night it is really cool. I can't wait to get up there. All right, we're going to Isle of Berk. And the final portal at night, Isle of Berk. How to Train Your Dragon. Looks pretty awesome out here. Looks pretty awesome during the day. I'm guessing it's gonna look pretty awesome tonight. Definitely a much different look at night. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I love some of the lighting they've done. Berk's a little less crowded than it was earlier, which is nice. I think everybody ended up over at Darkmoor. Packed over there. One more look at Mead Hall. Just a quick look at Fire Drill here at night. And one last look at the Isle of Berk for this visit. I realized after walking through Isle of Berk, I talked to my friends. So they're doing the big fountain show here at 10 o'clock. So they actually closed quite a few of the rides early because I was gonna go try and get on Monsters. But my friend said it is closed. And then I realized, oh, I have not walked through the Wizarding World at night yet. Not expecting it to be super crazy in here just because it is just Paris, so. I'm guessing compared to the other portals, this will be the least impressive at night, but who knows? Maybe I'll be wrong. Really intrigued by the tent queue that they use for the circus show. Just doesn't seem like a, I don't know, it looks temporary. I'm sure that's the point, but just kind of weird. This area looks pretty cool. The soccer court up on the hill. It's kind of creepy back here. Just a few people, and one of the actors is back here. And we'll take just a quick walk down here by the Ministry of Magic ride. And pretty much as expected, it looks like Paris at night. I still can't get over the detail and the scale. The scale of this area is what blows my mind. And I'll talk more about the ride here later, but believe me, that ride uses every inch of that giant show building. It was shocking, but I'll provide a little more detail on that later, like I said. All right, back to Celestial Park. Maybe I'll catch the nighttime show here.
Only 5 minutes before the Cosmos Fountain Show testing begins. Please join us in Celestial Park for this unique viewing opportunity.
They've been announcing this the last 30 minutes that the show is going to start, and I think this might be the first test they've done. I could be wrong on that. And then back here by the Grand Helios, you've got the Apollo statue. His arrow's supposed to light up, I believe, and it's like pointed towards the Chrono Tower at the top, at the front of the park there. So this is beautiful. Man, I know I just keep saying it's beautiful, it's stunning, but I don't have a thesaurus with me, so these are the best words I have to describe it. The fountain show is still going on, so I'm trying to get a little ahead of the crowd here. Check out Celestial Park a little more with the lights on before the crowd gets over here. I will say that fountain show is pretty impressive, and I was not expecting the Super Mario Brothers theme. I'll be real honest, I'm very excited for people to see this park. I know I've been waiting 5-6 years, especially the last couple since I moved down here. And I've known people working on the project. But this is a monumental accomplishment. Like, I mean, Universal should be really, really proud because this park is top notch. So the main fountains are over in the other giant pool just past the carousel. But I just noticed that all the fountains here by the Atlantic are perfectly in sync with the How to Train Your Dragon song right now. So they are also part of the nighttime festivities. Looks so cool. And finally, the tower at night. Looks amazing. Wow. Because, like I said, I was admittedly disappointed with the tower when I first saw it a couple weeks ago, but this makes up for it.
Thank you for joining us for this.
All right, giant fans of fun, that is going to do it for today from Universal Epic Universe. Wow. I hope you all get to come to this park as soon as possible because it is, I mean, they've set the mark. Trying to figure out how exactly I'm going to edit this video because I have a lot of content. I might put out a bunch of videos. I don't know, I'm going to have to think about it, but I will have a huge wrap up at some point from like back home because there was just so much going on today. I didn't, run around with my head cut off, just trying to have fun with my friends and get some content and ride rides and eat and whatever. But man, you need at least 2 days for this park, I'll tell you that. I've been here twice and I still don't feel like I've seen and done everything as much as I've wanted to. But yeah, all right. That is gonna do it. I need to get out of here. It's been a long day, an awesome day at an absolutely incredible park, Epic Universe. All right, I'm gonna stop talking right now because I don't know what, I'm just delirious. But Thad, the theme park giant, saying thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Gonna be a lot of epic content coming out probably those next few days, and then yeah, I'll be back here in May when it opens. But all right, once again, Thad the theme park giant saying get out there and make it a giant day of fun. See you next time.